Okay, here I have the Avis 7440. It is a 6-pin LOTO lock, and I've picked it before on my channel, but that was the only one I got open. The other 5 I had I never got open until recently, because I was always under the impression I'd been told that they're all aluminum standard pins in here. And when I went to pick it, I always swore I felt serrateds, but everything that I researched and everything that people told me is that there's just standards in here. So I kept resetting and figuring that maybe they're just worn down aluminum pins, even though these were all brand new. So eventually I took this apart and I saw indeed all serrated. And so when I went back and I said, forget my head, just feel it with the hands and pick it like you would any other lock, they finally opened after many, many, many months of not getting them open. So anyways, I'm going to give this a try. 6 is springy, and then we'll take it apart after. It's a weird angle to pick, so I'm not sure if I'm getting on a pin here. Can't find the pin. Is this a pin? Here's a pin. I think this is 4. Click from 4, but not jiggling yet. So let's click it some more. All right, now it feels like I got some springiness to it. 5. Little click. I'm using this SS Dev from Sparrows, and it's really thin and bendy, so it's a little tricky to use, but it works well with this keyway. All right, 6 is springy. I think 5 is set. I think 4 is set. Click from 3. 1 click from 3. Another click from 3, and now you feel springy. Come on. Is that warding? Let's check some of the ones, see if any of them dropped. Okay, 6 gave me another click, and it's springy now. 5 feels springy. 4 might need some work. Hard to tell. I'll come back to him. Springiness on 3. 2 seems springy. 1 is binding. Oh, I got a little click from him. Another click further up, and now he's springy. 2 feels binding. Click, a little bit core rotation, but he still feels binding, not springy, not jiggling. Oh, I think I overset him though. Drop him back down a little. He doesn't. Let me try it with my thumb. Yeah, he doesn't seem springy to me. Try pushing him again. Even though it seemed like I overset him before. Nope. So it was number 2. So there we got the open. We'll go ahead and take a look inside this now. So give us some autofocus. Move that down some. Get this guy out of here. All right. So I'm going to take it apart enough so we can see the pins and stuff. There is a way to take it apart and get to the actuator and all that, but it's not really worth it. But I'll show you how you can go about doing it. All right. So first we take off this little plastic piece here. Then we will go ahead and slide the whole thing down. With the lock open, it'll reveal this pin here, and this pin just falls out like that. So there's that pin, and what that will allow you to do is remove this guy. Should be able to remove them all the way, but the locked again, so it has to be unlocked to let them free. There you go. And now this whole thing will come out of the plastic housing. Just something to pull it with. All right, so there we got the lock. These were all aluminum pins. This last one here retains the plug. So that one I drilled, and then you can take a screw. This is, I think, a M2 screw, and screw that in there, and then you could use something to pull that pin out, and that way your plug won't be retained. You can pull the plug out. You can remove this little actuator. It's 2 pieces with 2 springs in between. But we're only interested in the pins. So I grub screwed all those. They were previously these little aluminum pins in there. So what I did is I drilled a hole, and then I, using that same kind of screw method, I just pulled each of them out. And then I tapped them with a M3 tap and put M3 grub screws in there. So now you can just remove each of them. And this of course takes longer than I'm going to do. All right, so there's number one. I'll dump number one stuff. There's this spring. And here's that serrated driver pin I was talking about. Not aluminum, it's like steel or plated brass, I'm not sure which. And there's that first key pin. Second one. Spring. And again this steel driver pin. Or I'm saying steel. I don't know if they're steel or coated brass. Either way, they're solid. They're not aluminum. And they're all serrated. So number 3. Each time I dump them out, the driver comes out, but the key pin needs a little loving tap to fall out. Number 4. Hey, all of them came out, yay. I didn't bring down any tweezers with me, so just doing this all on my fingers. Number 5. Come on. Gotta rush this. Gonna get in trouble for not going up for dinner. Sorry, my hand is all over the screen, right? There's number 5. Put it in that way around. And the last one, number 6. So if you guys are having any trouble with this lock, maybe this is just a newer one. I've had these for maybe a year now. So I don't know, maybe they switched from the aluminum pins or something, but if they ever had aluminum pins, I think I saw some people destructively taking part. But there you go. I'll show you these pins. Put them there. So you can see these all have these little serrations in them. So it makes it click there, and then the key pins are just standard. The drivers are all the same height. I don't know why this spring is smaller than the others, but you can see they have different size springs. It could be that just this one got compressed more somehow, but it doesn't look like it. It has less coils looking to it. But anyways, there's one other thing actually. There's this little piece here. It looks like a little nail. I don't know if this came out of this lock, but it was on my tray as if it came out of this lock. If it did, I have no idea where this goes. I have a feeling this probably didn't come from this lock, but there's a chance. And if you've seen that and you know where that goes, let me know, because I'd be curious. Anyhow, that's the Abus 7440 LOTO Padlock. Thanks.